not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I bet you can't change nothing if you don't do that.
How y'all doing, baby? Hey, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot meeting, and it is more than that. It's primary day out in New Hampshire, baby, and we're all watching the news. As a matter of fact, Travis got it set up over here where I can see the results off here to my side, and waiting on the big announcement and all that stuff, but I'm glad you're here. There's a lot to talk about tonight and a lot in our future, so let's get after it. Bart Larson was the first one to jump in, followed by Donald Hamilton. Uncle Fatty, thank you for being here. We always appreciate your voice. Donald Ware is here. Bruce Preston, Bart Larson's here again. Sammy Marcy all the way out in Tennessee. Angus Best, thank you for being here. Mark Andrew Demarest. I'm guessing all right, brother. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Crystal Harmony, all the way from Seattle. Adina Michael is here. Let me see. Renee Aries, Donald Hamilton again. I'm sorry. Debbie Kaplan from Alton, Illinois. Thank you for being here. Lisa Ryder is with us, as is Dorothy Tyndall. Our own Bernadette Pree is in the chat. Thank you very much. Karen Van Wyk is in the room. Robert Borglund, all the way from Cape Cod. Whoo, boy, howdy shit, that's out there. Thank you for being here, Robert. Bob K is here. Donald Ware again. Let me catch up here because, man, it flies by. Oh, man, look at the people in this room, baby. Les McCartley, Andrea G., Bart Larson's in there a lot. Thank you very much for all being here. Anyway, it is voting day in New Hampshire, and that's what we're all watching. I'm expecting any minute now the big flashing news over here that says Trump landslide, whatever it's going to do. But I've been noticing some of the reports coming in, and it's not going to be a landslide, I don't think, for Donnie. But the night is young, and we haven't seen anything of what but the numbers that they're talking on TV are not that good. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by things I got to do. Anyway, they're calling it out, waiting results after first polls close in New Hampshire. The last polls will close in about an hour, so we'll be able to hear all the news that is news. Hello, Bernadette.
Hi, John. How are you?
I am doing fine, darling, and you?
I'm better than most people on this planet.
There you go. We always have to keep that in mind. How well we are as compared to everybody else on this planet.
Yep.
We're doing pretty good, baby. Well, I'm glad you're here. And Mr. Chick?
Yes, John.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing okay. I think the first results were in 100% for Nikki Haley. There was 6 votes in one of the precincts.
I noticed that. That's the first thing I saw. One of the counties up there had 100% vote for Nikki Haley. All 6 people voted for Nikki Haley, and they voted somewhere around midnight last night. They are the first ones to ever vote in a primary in the United States. They take that very proudly up there,
Yep,
and,
they
and
do.
it was a landslide. What do you call that?
Sure,
I think it was a
if you
landslide
only
for
get
Nick.
6 votes, it's a
Yeah,
landslide.
yeah. All
Yep.
6 votes,
All
all
six
of
Yeah.
the
of them.
votes,
Yep.
100%. Ladies, before we get started again, my mind wanders. I got mail. I got
Oh,
mail today. It
Ooh.
was a birthday present, really, from Mark Perkins. Y'all know Mark in the chat. He is our Blue Dot greeter, and I just saw him go by. Mark, thank you very much. It's a Lego box.
oh,
You hear that?
yep.
It's a Lego box. The top of it's where you put the Legos and you build stuff in here, and you open it up, and oh my God, there's a few Legos in there. But that's not what he sent me. One of the things he sent me is polished bluestone, and that's going to end up in my pocket. I have my Marine Corps uh, commemorative coin in my one pocket, my challenge coin in one pocket, and this one will end up in my other. Anyway, it was Mark. I called Mark on the phone because I was quite concerned. Uh, I can't. I'm not going to sit here and go through every one of them, but to give you some idea of what Mark sent, I'm holding in my hand. That's 10 silver dollars. I'm talking
Oh,
silver dollars, dating back to 1880.
Wow.
Wow. He sent a bunch of. I talked to Mark. Mark is a coin collector, and if you think for 1 minute, John's sitting here thinking, ooh, how much can I get for this 1880 coin? John's not going to sell these. This is the kind of gift that will go. For one, it inspired my kids. My kids, both of them, Travis and Tyler, are both getting at that Google and looking. Oh, look at this thing. I said, yeah. Think about how old that coin is. Think of how many hands
yeah.
that coin has been through. And Mark sent quite a quite a display of coins. I'm going to try to hold that up and see if you can get the glimmer of that coin. Mark, you inspired my kids to go digging into a world that my father dug into. I have a small coin collection, not near what I used to have before it was robbed and probably spent in a gumball machine.
It
But
looked like a Liberty head down.
it is. It is. This one that I held up, actually, when you go to look it up, it's an 1861. I'm sorry, my eyes. Y'all know my eyes. 1861. And this is uncirculated. On this one, though, if you look on the back in tiny letters, there's a word that says copy. Because if this was a real one, it would be worth about $60,000.
Yeah.
But this is a very expensive copy, and those are not cheap. But
Nope.
Mark also included in some commemorative coins, some very old uh, coins, and like I said, I appreciate it more because of what they just instilled in my kids. No, they're not going to be spent; those are going to be saved. Um, but Mark, thank you very much for that gift. That's not all he sent in there, but we shall not discuss anything else. And Mark, thank you very much. But yeah, that was a wonderful little gift. And I enjoyed watching Travis and Tyler sitting there holding each one of them up, getting to that Google and going, "Holy shit, Dad! Yeah, think of that." But Mark, again, thank you for instilling that in my kids. I hope they live with that forever, and it will be passed down. Thank you very much. Anyway, that's it. That's it.
I'm just kind of
That's it.
speechless. That's
Yeah, I am
pretty
too. That's
cool
a
gift.
I
nice
was
gift,
too.
man.
I was too. Because
Nice
when I put
gift.
those silver dollars in Travis's hand, I reminded him the cost of silver, and what he's holding in his hand is in pure silver. So just the weight of that was quite substantial. But with items like that, you can't you don't want to go out and get rid of those. Those are something you hold on to because if they're worth something now, guess what? When they're my age, they'd be worth a lot more. It's an investment, is what it
Yeah.
is. But Mark has quite a substantial collection. I found out. So good for Mark. He knows his coins. But
Right
yeah,
on.
That is. It was one of those really neat gifts for my birthday, which I remind people I'm not having a birthday. I am having an anniversary tomorrow. An anniversary, the 50th anniversary of my 21st birthday. I talked to somebody today about that day. I remember I remember most of my 21st birthday. The beginning part
Most
of
of
it.
it.
Yeah, the beginning part.
Well, the other part was, like under the influence or something like that.
The other part has pictures. What good friends I had back then with Polaroids. Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty much set up. No, I'm not going to ever show those pictures to anybody. I did explain the pretense of them. Evidently, we made it into a gentleman's club, and evidently, I challenged the lady up on the stage that if she took something off, I'd take something off.
Oh.
Yep, nobody's seeing those pictures. Yep, my kids have never seen those pictures, and I always want to burn them, but I always think back.
Dear.
What a hell of a
Polaroids,
night.
the Instagram
What a hell
of
of
the
a
night.
60s.
You still can. You still got time.
Yeah,
What's
they'll
up,
be
cats
burned
and
before I.
kittens?
Anyway.
Hey, Mitch.
Mitch, how are you doing?
How you been, John? Sorry I've been around.
Well, we're glad anytime you walk in the room, brother. How's life
How's
treating
everybody holding up?
you? We're doing just fine. How's Julie?
Julie's okay, right, Julie?
I'm okay.
She's waving. Like,
She's waving.
Like we
Thank
can
you.
see that.
yeah.
Hi,
get
Julie. I'm waving back like you
Yep,
can
we're
see that.
waving.
All of us are waving, Julie. Bless her heart. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just looked at a
Feel
picture of you
it.
just probably I don't know, less than an hour ago, about an hour ago. You were at a Masonic Lodge.
That was last night, yeah.
Last night.
I had my first meeting as worshipful master of my lodge. Yep.
Outstanding.
I've been worshipful master for a different lodge, but this is my, since I moved to Pittsburgh, this is my lodge now.
Well, the suit looked good, brother. I'm just saying.
Right on.
He's looking good in the suit. Oh man, where's my thing?
10 years since I've been up in the East as a worshipful master. So,
Well, just let you know I'm staying up on my social media.
Very good.
Somewhat. So, what do you think, Mitch? What's going on up in New Hampshire? You're closer.
I don't really know. I mean, so you're gonna do what? You're gonna stroke poll 8% of the electorate, and then what's that even decide? It's just meaningless to me.
It's going to decide everything if you listen to the news. Earlier I said what I
Call
think
me
about
unconvinced.
We're going through
Hey,
a contest.
unconvinced.
A contest of whether he's going to be on the ballot, and he's going to be on the ballot either literally or metaphorically speaking. He is on the ballot. He is what we are facing in November. Have no doubt. If Nikki Haley, as a matter of fact, if Nikki Haley were to walk away with the nomination, she stands a better chance of beating Joe Biden than Trump does, I think.
I agree.
I don't
I
think so.
agree.
Oh.
Not that she
I'll
stands a
I
chance,
don't
but
think
maybe
so
a better
either.
chance.
And here's the reason why. I tell you something else that's going to be on the ballot, and that's women's health care. And
Yes.
Nikki Haley certainly is not for
Not
women's
about
health
that.
care.
No, that's not a
Yeah.
good
Here's
issue
the
for
problem.
her.
Put her
Here's-
ass on the ballot, and we'll see if she make it to the White House.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Nikki
just said
Haley
she's-
has a huge handicap in that she represents a party with exactly 0 ideas, 0 platform, 0 policies. Their policy is basically bitch and moan about the Democrats. That's their whole
That's their whole game plan right now.
right. I
That's
just
it.
don't think it's going to work. I just don't think there's enough.
And you know
momentum
what
behind
else she represents if she's on the ballot? According to her, she represents a little brown girl. And are you really seriously saying that the Republican Party is not a racist party? Because she can't really answer that question, okay?
Yeah.
She has a hard
Yeah.
time answering that question.
I do
And
not
I
believe.
doubt seriously that they would put her in the White House.
I agree, Bernadette. But let's think for a little while. Let's pretend we're Republicans.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
How are
dude,
we really
you
going to
make my
support
brain
Nikki
pop.
Haley?
Mm.
They are not going to support Nikki Haley.
What?
No, they're not.
You don't
They're
think
not.
the women of this country wouldn't take notice of that exists the possibility that the Republican Party could be the first one to put a woman in the White House. That would be something.
John,
And
I
a lot of
think
people would be
women in
motivated.
this country also remember the fact that she said that she'd be for a federal ban. That's one. Two,
Yeah.
that she would pardon Trump's ass.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, I'm
That
not
part.
arguing the fact that she should be.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just
you know
saying,
what?
if she
We're
is, I
not going
think
to
she
let her
stands a better
forget her
chance.
words either.
Oh
We're
no,
not going to
John.
let her forget her words.
I hope
Sorry,
that
Bernie.
we turn more to shoving them up their butt, because there's a lot of shit we could be doing right now with that.
John,
Shoving
your
what they're
volume
saying.
is pretty low tonight. I
Is
don't know.
it?
I just
Your
thought you
mic,
might
John.
want to know.
Oh, I have a bad habit
Much
of
better.
wandering away.
Oh yeah, there we go. All
Yeah,
right.
Much
I got
better.
a bad habit of wandering away from the microphone. I just think, oh, I'm close. I'm in the same room. It ought to work. No, it works better.
You
if
know it
I'm
has
over
to be pointed at your face, right?
Yes. Travis keeps pointing that out. Just get close to it,
Why don't you
Dad.
get one of them headsets like Madonna has?
I got a headset.
She
Not with a
runs
Madonna got
on
it.
stage and does all kinds of crap with her mic.
Oh, no shit. Well, that's what I need then. I need to get me a Madonna mic.
No, you need a
Make-
stage.
Yeah, you need a
Yeah,
stage.
a stage
There you go.
and a new face and
And a
a.
band.
And a
a
band,
few
yeah.
other things. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
And $1 million. Yeah.
well, yeah. There's a list of things I need. I'm telling
No,
you,
you know,
there's no shortage.
President Biden came out with an ad using Nikki Haley and Trump's words against them, and I approving of that message, because they do a fine job of representing their own stupidity very well, and all
I
we have
think
to
all-
do is keep throwing it back in their faces.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there's
Hey.
enough that we can throw in their face. It's a list of shit.
Absolutely.
I think Julie's dying to talk about something.
Put her
I
on
think
mic.
no.
What you got, Julie?
I'm not sure what I was dying to talk
We were
about.
talking earlier today about your father's demise and Trump's apparent demise.
Oh, yeah. My father had Parkinson's disease or some associated disease like Parkinson's disease.
Hmm.
Right?
And, you know, when things really started to go downhill, he sounded just like Trump does right now. And when you hear him talking and repeating words, he's okay. There's two choices. He's either cannot think of the word he wants to say, which is something that happened to my father, or
Right.
he can't remember what he was talking about, and he's desperately trying to find the thread so he can finish the sentence. And there's absolutely no way the people around him do not know what's going on. I would be willing to guess he's already taking. There's an anti-Alzheimer's drug, and there's an like a drug that people who have Parkinson's or Parkinson's-like symptoms also take.
Hmm.
And I am telling you, he's taken them. It sounded, when I listened to that babbling that he did last night, I listened to it this morning. I'm like, oh my God, I know exactly what that is. This is how.
Is that when he was
I mean,
talking
my
about
father was
Nikki Haley?
declining anyway, but this was the decline of my father's mental status. And it's very clear. There's something very wrong.
Yeah, he went on and on explaining how Nikki Haley was responsible for January 6th and how she didn't
Right?
accept
Yeah.
the help
No,
and
I
all
mean
of that.
who knows who put that in his head? But I'm talking more about how it seemed like he was just having a real hard time finding words, finishing sentences, things like that. You know, no matter what bullshit he was talking about, he couldn't complete
He drifts
it.
off. He drifts off all the time.
And we saw evidence of that in the book that came out of the Trump of what's his name? The famous say it again.
Who?
The book, John, that you have, that the audio tapes of Trump.
The Trump tapes?
Yes.
Bob Woodward's book?
Bob Woodward's book.
Yes, Bob Woodward's
Yes.
book. The
Those
whole book.
tapes are old.
Yes, they're dated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob Woodward put
yeah.
that out a while back ago.
But see, that's what happens with people with Alzheimer's and dementia. It starts long before you actually see it publicly. And
That's
Woodward
correct.
spent a lot of time with him, and the man could never finish a sentence in that book, if I could remember
No.
correctly. The same thing happened to a
I
friend of mine that had dementia. Okay, and it started like 10 years prior to him actually being diagnosed with it, that we started noticing little changes in his
yes.
speech, in his behavior, in his
Right.
memory, and trying
Yeah.
to formulate clear thought.
And,
Well, and
I have that.
moreover, the medication that you take for these conditions
Indeed.
causes other problems like you see things and incontinence.
Yes.
But it's an indicative of, to me, and again, I'm not a medical professional. I've just watched this happen to,
Okay.
another adult.
Right.
Of just a steady decline. It's there is
I'm
a
watching it.
neurological problem.
Yes.
There's a problem.
Yes. It's
Um,
neurological. It
I would
becomes
say it's a
physical.
big problem.
It's a huge problem. John, I have a sister that has been diagnosed with dementia. I see it and I hear it every time I talk to this woman.
Well,
Okay.
I told y'all
all
I
the
have
things
that
she's
book. I
describing,
did not make it
she-
through that book because I can't.
Yeah.
You can't listen to it.
Can't
It's
listen
all
to
a
him.
book of recordings about with him, and he's off on a
And
tangent
thank
every 5
goodness-
seconds.
Thank goodness this idiot has the opportunity to record his every fucking half thought he has. Because we have
Yeah.
proof. We have proof that his brain is in meltdown mode.
oh,
And this is-
absolutely.
This is
And
what
here's-
they want to
here's
put
the biggest
in the White
problem.
House to rule the greatest country on this planet.
Right.
Hmm?
There's the
Bernadette?
problem. You're talking about a guy who is a bullshit artist. So we have another layer of issues here. He's a liar anyway. And now you have an addled brain. And now he has no idea what the truth is and what, you used to say that to him before. Trust me, he knew when he was lying. He knew. Now he does not.
Well, he
That's
can
the
can
difference
dispel
that I
all
see.
your doubts with just
Here's
5
what I
words.
Here's
All
what I
Trump
do
has
know.
to do is utter 5 words, and he disperses all of your criticisms.
Right.
Person,
and
woman,
all we
man,
have to do
camera,
is say
TV.
one. All we have to do is say one, and it will make his fucking whatever 2 brain cell he has left.
I'm not
pop.
sure he's got.
And
2,
that
baby.
word is loser.
Right. I think we're absolutely getting to the point where they're not going to be able to parade him out in public anymore. We're
do you
getting
think
there.
Do you think he's gonna debate Biden? Do you think Donald Trump would?
Absolutely not.
I do
No,
not
no,
think so
no.
either. Not a
He's
chance
not
in
gonna
hell.
debate Nikki Haley. He ain't going to debate Nikki
I
Haley.
doubt
either.
if she does
He's
that
not
either
gonna
because
debate anybody.
she's going to come out with what's that shit they call it? Oh yeah, facts. And Donnie doesn't do good with facts.
Well, neither
facts
does
is-
Nikki, as far as I can.
Well,
she
no, but-
doesn't do good with facts or history.
Well,
Actually, I'm a little concerned because I think Nikki Haley has a much better chance against Biden than Trump does.
I do too. I do too
I
because you
don't.
cannot discount.
I mean, I hate her, but not enough
There's a
people hate
certain
her.
point.
Look,
There's a certain portion of our population that if Trump is on the ballot, they're going to come out to vote against him. They're voting against Trump. If you take Trump out
Right,
of the
I see what you're
calculation,
saying.
those people may fade away. And now then you're going to bring in another demographic, those that are thinking, oh, look here, the Republican Party finally found its way. Look here, they got a woman up there. I want to elect the first woman president. And don't discount that.
No, they're
Don't
not going to
discount
like
that.
her.
I
They're not
hope
going to
not.
like her. You know
Look,
why?
Look,
Why?
She said
try
it
to get her-
herself. She's brown. Nobody's going to
Say,
like
ah,
her.
that's
There it is.
true.
There it is.
There it is. Whoop, there it is. That's how come the first day I ever saw the name Ramaswamy come up, my first
Yeah.
thought
Oh my
was
God!
not
Vivek
not a
Ramaswamy
chance in
never
hell.
had a chance.
Not a
Never
chance in
did.
hell in the Republican
I
Party.
mean, he's not so cuckoo, but his face gave him no chance at all.
Yep, not a chance. You're not getting in, buddy. This isn't your
Well,
club.
and also, wow, I can't remember what I was going to say now, so never mind. But it was super interesting and important.
Squirrel. Squirrel.
Of course it was.
Can you see the TV?
I
you
can,
see
but
the-
it's not in sync. I
it's
see you're
not.
smoking a pipe there. Am I not supposed to say that out loud?
You-
Oh,
no.
a squirrel!
See? Squirrel.
Squirrel!
Squirrel. It's a little delay. So I'm going to hit another
Did
button.
anybody
Oh,
see?
I know what I was going to say. I'm sorry. I just
What?
want to confess that my parents are Republicans. I'm sorry.
We'll pray
And
for you. Don't
my
worry.
parents,
Don't worry.
and I love them, and they did a good
I
job.
hope.
But nobody hated Obama more than my dad. And I am telling you.
I'm sorry to hear that, but
No,
everybody in this
I'm
country.
telling you, it was the color of his skin. He didn't like Democrats
Yeah.
anyway, but Obama was at the top of his list, and then Bill Clinton was next.
I'm sorry.
And
to hear that,
I'm
but
telling
I
you,
have
it was the
family
color
the
of his
same
skin.
way. I have
Shocking.
family the
It's so
same way.
shocking.
It's a deciding
You
factor.
know, neither my sister or myself realized how racist they were until that happened. We were both just appalled.
I grew up in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's a pretty racist place, but it's also a place
Yeah.
that thrives in the mixture, the blend of flavors in New Orleans. Always
It's
has
what
been.
makes New Orleans, New Orleans,
It is.
I think.
It is. It's the soul of the city.
But here's the best
Yeah.
part of that story. My father was half Korean.
Really,
Wow.
that puts an interesting swing on it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
when you think about that, you think, wow, damn, dude, really? But I guess he missed a lot of racism because he grew up in Hawaii, and being half Asian in Hawaii is like breathing.
right.
Everybody's half Asian in
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Everybody.
you're not standing out at all.
No, not at
no,
all in
not
any
at all.
way. He grew up in a place where he looked like everybody else.
It's. I'm telling you, yes, that's part of the Republican Party. That's what brought the Republican Party we have right now out of the woodwork was Obama. When Obama was elected, we saw the
Oh my
rise of
God.
the Tea Party, and you might as well put
Right.
Klan next to that, in my opinion, because
God.
that's what they came out of. They were upset that a black man was elected, and oh my God, he got reelected.
No,
So
it was
in
that
your
he
face.
was Muslim. They weren't upset
And
that he
from
was black.
Kenya.
Oh, he was
He was a
Muslim. That's it.
communist
And he wasn't
in
born in this
Kenya.
country either. He was born in Africa.
Right.
It was the whole gamut. But the Tea Party is what gave rise to what we now know is the Freedom Caucus. And
Oh,
they're
sure.
still there.
Absolutely.
Those
It
people
was just
are
an
still
excuse
there.
to be a racist.
That's it.
You know,
That's it.
they keep coming up. There's just an excuse. There's always an excuse.
Well, they'll point to what's his name, Scott, the one who just proposed to us, one that just dropped. What's his
Who?
name? Scott.
Tim Scott.
Tim
Oh
Scott.
God.
Yeah, Tim Scott. Look at there. Look at there. Tim Scott. Don't call us racist.
No, I just can't. I can't.
I'm not.
It's not just appalling. It's disgusting. I don't get it. Can he see himself? Do these people not own mirrors?
No, they don't. They don't give a shit.
Have you
Julie?
seen the skanky hoe convention down at the Mar-a-Lago? What is wrong with these women? Good
It's-
God.
It's,
I mean,
it's
Jesus
spiteful.
Christ, these people must have full-length mirrors. I'm looking at these women and their faces in these dresses, and I'm like, shit, bitch, I wouldn't be caught dead in public looking like that. I mean,
I'm telling you.
really?
That's his
God
people, baby.
damn.
Oh, man, let me catch up here real quick because, man,
Sorry.
11 minutes ago, some guy named Bitch Goldstein came in here with a $5 donation and said, hey, is this thing working? Evidently not. Evidently not,
He
Mitch.
must
That was
be a real
12
nice
minutes.
guy.
He must be a nice guy. Somebody ought to look into that. And I want to
John.
thank. What am I hearing?
Go ahead.
No. go
Thank
ahead.
somebody else.
Okay. I want to thank Corey Barton, who just came in with a $10 donation and said, I think. Uh-oh. I lost my mic. I
Okay.
think it's the first time Trump reads his speeches as he goes, and he can't read to save his life anyway. So he's looking at it as it goes through his rallies and hashtag syphilis Don. Yeah, he can barely read. You can tell he's got a teleprompter up there, but he's off of it every 5 seconds. And by the way, Corey Barton, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's like he's off his meds or something.
Anyways, John,
Oh, yes, dear. I'm sorry.
there's some guy from Texas down there with his hand up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
if we've ever talked to that some guy from Texas.
Some guy from Texas. Well, I wonder what
Let's see what he's got to say.
You're not in people down there in Texas. Some guy from
Got to
Texas.
unmute. Some guy. Okay.
Some guy from Texas. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Haley will
Outstanding.
not win New Hampshire. That's all that's the gist of it is Haley will not win New Hampshire. Because
think
Trump
Donnie Boy's
is
gonna do
too
it?
much of a stronghold over the party, really. And Haley can peel off all the moderates and independents and even Democrats that she wants, but Trump still has the base.
I'm
the
looking
party.
off to my left over here, expecting any minute to see the projection that Trump wins New Hampshire. I don't.
Yeah.
I have no illusions that
Hampshire
Donnie's going to win New Hampshire. I think.
Now there are some trends in New Hampshire that could indicate it could be a bit close, like I saw that there aren't as many white born again Christians on there, or that.
Oh well, that's Donnie's base.
And that there
White
are
Christian
less people that
nationalists.
believe in Trump's big lie, and there are less people that generally have Trumpian believe that all the things that Trump tells his supporters.
Right.
Like I saw one that said, what was it? 45% of the primary voters thought that immigrants at the border should get opportunities for legal status. And I thought that's pretty high for a Republican.
Yeah, I
primary.
saw a poll earlier where it wasn't no 50%. It was less than that, but it surprised me the number of Republicans who think that immigrants should have a path to citizenship. The higher percentage was no, they don't want them. But yeah, it was a higher percentage of people that in the Republican Party that agreed to that than I imagined. So I was a bit surprised at that. And good on them. Good on them. It's not like we're full and can't take any more. Are you shitting me? We got lots of room, baby, and lots of need. But
Of course.
it's an issue that's going to continue because that's an issue that both sides get benefit from. And the Republicans aren't going to agree to anything on the border because they want that right now, especially to scream at.
They want
They
everything.
They want the crisis. They don't want
do.
the solution.
No,
They're a party built to take the majority, but not to govern in it.
no.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're even a party to take the majority.
They're
They just-
ruling from the minority, which is almost unheard of in politics. But you
Except-
cannot say that a majority of Americans are
that's
Republicans.
That's what scares me is I know they're not. There's more Democrat and independent and liberal-minded people in this country than there are diehard Republicans. If we come out and vote, we win. And this is the big if, always, we don't elect a president on the popular vote. It's the Electoral
get turned
College.
out in places
Every
like
election
Pennsylvania.
it comes down to a few states. A few states will decide. And that's what it's not, I don't know. It gets frustrating.
But it's not.
sometimes.
First off, it hasn't always been this way. It used to
No.
be different states.
Right.
Every time there's a census, it's readjusted. Pennsylvania used to have many more electoral votes. New York you had many more
Right.
electoral
all
votes.
the population is and there like every decade there seems to be a bit of population that move southeast and toward the Bible Belt, and world. Like Florida,
Again.
Texas gained 2 electoral votes.
We gained two districts.
Yes, and I think Florida gained 1.
I'm not sure.
And obviously,
about
there are
Florida.
many
I
different
think they
ways
did
to
gain
interpret
something.
that. There are Republicans who say, "Oh, everybody hates Democrat states and loves Democratic states and loves Republican states," and all that jazz. But
No, there's somebody always screaming about something, including us. That's why
Yep.
we exist here, so we can
there
scream.
are also
at
people
shit.
saying, that people moving into these states could turn these states liberal, if these are indeed liberals moving from liberal to conservative states. And that's where you see. I keep seeing these weird memes online. And when you come to Texas, don't take your California with you. Or something
Well, I got
like
news
that.
for them, baby. Texas is now. They go look at your maps now. Texas is purple. They're listing it as purple now, not solid red, because we're about tired of this bullshit. Texas used to be quite blue. Back in the days of Van Richards, Molly Ivins, we were blue, baby.
Before Bush.
Before Bush came along.
Before Bush,
and the Republican Party had a sale on bullshit and people that eat it up on fake patriotism. That's what the Republicans sell. They want to wave the flag, pump the eagle flying by. They want the music in the background, everything, baby. Do they believe in the concept and all that shit? Not necessarily anymore. No, they're willing to strip people's right to vote all across this country, all over the place. They're not too much into this democracy shit and everybody has a voice thing. No, they think there should be limited as to who can speak and who cannot. Hey, he's talking about speaking. Uncle Fatty. Are you in the room,
Oh, we
Uncle?
can't hear you.
Uncle Fatty,
You
you might have to
Cycle out
recycle you,
back
buddy.
in.
Uncle Fatty, are you there? I'm going to send you back downstairs and bring you right back up and see if we can get you that way. Oh, we lost
He's
Mitch.
probably got to leave Discord and come back into Discord.
Uh-oh.
That's usually how it works. Give him a second.
Yeah.
Might have to reset. Where'd he go?
There he
Oh,
is. Try it again.
Where is he?
All right. Let's see.
Where'd he go? I don't see him.
He's down there with his hand up.
He's raising his hand.
Oh, shit. Did we already discuss the fact that John is definitely blind? And
We knew that.
can't
we
see
knew
out
that.
the other end. Uncle
Squirrel.
Fatty, there you go, Uncle Fatty. How are you doing, brother?
Doing well, guys. Doing well.
Good.
Beautiful
So what do
day.
you think? What do you think going on in New Hampshire
Well, you know,
tonight?
up here in my parts, we got real estate realtors advertising out of state for white separatists to come on and just move on up to North Idaho.
Yeah, come join the
Yeah.
family.
Thing.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
no,
to hear
they're-
that, brother.
Yeah, you know, it's an
How is
actual
it-
demographic. Yeah, it's a demographic that's being targeted to come on up to the old Great Northwest, where it's just
I've
us.
seen online this weird plan where a bunch of Nazis just move up into the Washington, Idaho, Oregon, Montana kind of territories and just turn it into a white ethno state. And I'm like, what?
That's what
Yeah,
they want to do. Some of
Yeah,
them,
they do.
yes, that's exactly what they want to do.
It's called the Readout Movement, REDOUBT, Readout, and it's all about turning North Idaho, part of Eastern Washington, and part of Western Montana, possibly even Southern Idaho, part of Oregon, and part of Wyoming, into a
Think about
white
that.
nation, a sovereign
about that.
nation. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, this is what Project 2025 is all about.
Yes.
And absolutely, Donald Trump is crazier than a shithouse rat.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. If
His
you
mom
have not,
was a
if you have
paranoid
not,
schizophrenic. His
gone
dad was an Alzheimer's patient. He is an absolute nightmare when it comes to this type of what's going on right now, and he believes 100%. And I'm telling you, I was in a debate on Saturday night with some guys, this hardcore right-wing set of guys, and you would
Yeah,
you guys would shit yourselves if you knew the stuff they were saying. That they believe 100% that Donald was sent by God. They are trying to manifest a pre-written prophecy. Okay, all the shit that's going on is
to
so
me,
crazy. So crazy.
to me that just sounds so bullshit.
Yeah.
But you're right. They are pushing it. They are trying to push that he is sent from God. He is,
And it's all about
He's
his mom
God's
said.
anointed.
anointed.
D.
He wasn't even farted by God. Are you shitting me?
Not even.
I like the Lincoln commercial they got right now out that's talking about so God sent a dictator. That's what Trump is. He is in my book, I don't know religion that well. I think he's what they call the Antichrist. He's the
Absolutely.
guy that's going to come down and prove whether or not you're a Christian. And guess what? Anybody supporting him is failing because
And what
you're
happens
not.
before he does, you know,
I
in
tell
the
people all the
written
time,
prophecy.
if you tell me you were a Christian and you were voting for Donald Trump, only one of those statements is true. You get to be the one to pick it, but only one of them is true. You're either voting for Donald Trump or you're a Christian. Don't tell me you are. He's an immoral, disgusting womanizer, liar, cheat, thief, whatever you want to call him. Pull out the
Fraud.
whole
you
damn
can't
list
do
because
both.
that's what he is. And if you think he is godly, kiss my ass. It's that simple. Kiss my
He's a
ass because
prideful-
you're not.
Envious.
I found the whole thing. It's called the Northwest
Indeed, the golden calf.
Territorial Imperative. It's where
Yep.
these Nazi white separatist idea put forward by the 90s, 80s by white nationalist, supremacist, separatist, neo-Nazi groups within the U.S. Members were encouraged to relocate to the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and western
Have no
Montana
doubt.
to turn the region into an Aryan ethno state. Some definitions of the project include the entire state of Montana and Wyoming, and
what
sometimes
chance-
Southern California.
What chance
Yeah,
do you
late
think
90s
that,
was-
that you seriously think that they could get that done? Any chance?
No,
at-
there
no.
are very
No.
few neo-Nazis in this country.
Yeah,
That-
they're not going to get it done, and it's just
Good,
one of those
good evening,
things.
everybody from the state of confusion.
Hello, state of
Yeah.
confusion. I'm glad you're here, you filthy mouth liberal. What
What
are
are
you
you
doing,
doing,
Andy?
John?
I'm
Hey,
hanging in
Wiz.
there like a hair in a biscuit. You heard that one
What'd you-
before?
What'd you do with my girl? She was in here
Ah.
earlier when and then all of a sudden
Oh.
she's gone, and I'm so
I'm not gone.
disappointed.
I'm right here. I'm
She's right there.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Oh,
baby?
there goes the
I-
show
I'm
right
fine
there.
now.
Oh boy.
There
To be
we
honest
go.
with you, Andy, I just
Hmm.
have to say less right now, so I'm gonna go back on mute. Okay.
That's all right, baby doll. You do what you got to do, sweetheart. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Listen.
Bye.
Andy, how have you been, brother?
I'm okay, John. Things are going
Good.
relatively well, all circumstances considered over here.
There you go.
It's been a hell of a ride, but that's all right. We're gonna get there.
How's Amy?
She is getting
Yeah,
better.
don't lie. Good.
I
Good.
don't want to put all our poor mouth shit
Well,
out over the air.
Well, you know she's got the support of this family, baby.
I know, but her cancer has spread into her back and into her bones, and
sorry to hear that, brother.
she's having a difficult time getting around right now. So she's using a
Mhm.
cane.
To hit you
but-
with, I hope.
Oh, she hits me with it, whether she's
Well, you
using it or
deserve
not.
it.
She said, "Come here, you son of a bitch!
Come here,
I'll
I'll
hit you
whack
with it,
you,
whether you
come
like
here."
it or not." And that's what she does.
Good, good. You deserve it. You did something. Boy, howdy. Let me take a minute here real quick, Andy, to thank Chris Tinley, who came in with a $7 donation and said, "Happy birthday, John." Off topic, you have to check out the new season of Fargo.
Fargo. Yeah.
It's a doozy. Chris, I think my wife already brought something up about that, about Fargo. Anyway, Keith Thompson came in with a $5 donation and said, "Keep talking, Trump. It's telling the United States
that-
how sick you are in the head and un-American." Indeed, every time the man opens his mouth, it's gibberish. I think we've already established that. That they're correct in saying it's a word salad. You know, he can't stay on topic.
It's usually
more than
word
5
salad.
Tossed and blended.
seconds. And they're talking about Biden's competence. I'm
I
sorry,
knew
he's
I
not
hated
the one.
salad for some damn reason.
Oh man, Andy, did
again,
you
with the
see him up on the
projection-
stage talking about Nikki Haley, how she didn't accept the help from Donald Trump on January 6th? Did you see that in the
I'm pretty
news?
sure Nikki Haley's biggest attempt at criticizing Trump is, "We need a new generation
Oh yeah,
of leaders."
that's her mantra. That's what she's trying. She's trying to tell people you need a younger, a new generation in office. That's her only tag because
She's like, "Trump is good, but I'm younger."
yeah,
And
that's
then
it.
I'm like, wait.
That's basically it. I'm young, so
That's all the
that-
Republican Party's got. They don't got
that's it,
shit.
that's
They
it.
don't got nothing.
You know, the Republican Party has demonstrated over the last 7-8 years, they're not
Hey.
interested in governing. They're interested in
I'm-
robbing the bank. Trump
I'm
added
younger than
$7
that son of a
trillion.
bitch, but none of you want me to be president. I'll promise you that right
Hey, I'd vote for you in a heartbeat, Andy.
Still be better than Trump.
I'd,
Oh hell no!
and
No,
I already
got
know who
too
your
many-
vice president would be.
I have too many skeletons in my closet. Come on,
Yeah,
Bernie.
that's
let's-
me. Yeah,
let's be
that's I knew
president
that
and
was
vice
it.
president,
Yeah,
baby.
there you go. I knew that was it. Tell me I don't know.
Oh,
my
we could do
audience.
some kinky shit in the White House.
Ah,
let me tell
listen to you.
about
You're
that.
going to chase her out of
Oh,
this room.
God.
Family show here. Family show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it not cursed, guys.
I got some
Yeah.
mail today, John.
What'd you get?
I got a black T-shirt that says something about Bull and Bud Friday.
Bud and Beer Bud Friday?
Buddy, I'll tell you, it's a nice shirt.
Outstanding, brother. I appreciate that. I'm looking in the mail for mine every damn day, and it's not got here yet. I'm supposed to have one.
You get a little weather down there. It takes you guys a little while to recover from snowstorm.
Yeah, that's it.
It's been
That's what
rainy
it
as
is.
hell down here.
All the snow they have to plug through down to get my mail. Yeah. Oh, look. Wait a minute. Before I forget, Bernadette Pre just put in the chat, do 2 for blue. And you know what? That's exactly what you need to do. I hope Bernie's watching. I hope everybody's watching because
2 for
I did
blue.
night
there
too.
you
I'm
go.
watching. I'm right here.
Are you seeing it?
Mhm.
Are you seeing the new 2 for blue? Do 2
Dude,
for
I
blue?
love
You're a
it.
big
Love
fan
it.
of-
That adds better.
Who is that young man holding that sign right there?
Yeah. Who is that masked man? Yeah. That's Travis's new graphic for us. Do 2 for blue.
Looking good.
Yes. And that's what we want to encourage everybody to do. Do something. There's a list right there. Call a friend. Write a letter. Sign a petition. You can do a lot of things. Run for office. Hell, we had a blue dot do that, and guess what? She won. So yeah, use your
Wow.
voice. Use your vote.
I didn't
That's
know
what
that.
it's all about.
I know
So,
you don't want
yes.
my fat ass running for office.
Oh, Andy, I'd love to see you run for office, buddy. I'd love to see
That
y'all
would be
run for
interesting.
Now, if the incomparable Bill Jones might join me, perhaps we could do something like that.
Incomparable Bill Jones is always working, brother. He's
He
always
is
he's,
busy.
there.
he is. He's one of the people that are in the trenches, baby. So yeah, our hats off to Bill. He's doing
Well,
he's
another
doing
thing we
more.
can do, guys, is something that's super free, super quick, and super easy, is get on to moveon.org and sign petitions.
There you
Indeed.
Today-
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Today's
MoveOn.org.
petition
A
Yep,
good
it's
place to
for
find a
the,
place to
Pretty sure
sign a
Move On's a
petition.
progressive org from the late 90s.
I agree.
It
Is
is-
So
it
this not?
Bill
Citizens
Clinton
something you
impeachment
can do.
trial.
Yep. Citizens United in the past 10 years has dumped over $4.5 billion into politics.
That's insane.
Where's my Vice President Kamala Pre right now? I mean,
Kamala Harris?
she's
She
muted.
was up and down.
No, Kamala Pre.
Oh,
she
Kamala
was
Pre.
muted. There she is. There you go.
You're lost
What I
without her,
want
aren't
to
you?
what
Andy?
I want to say is what I did today is I did 2 for blue. I worked on the project that's a secret project going on for the Blue Dot Family Live show.
I know.
And I sent President Biden an email today telling him that I support everything he's doing and he's got my vote come November.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
See,
Sweet
that's just a few of the 2 of the things that you could do. Seriously, these are it doesn't take much energy to do that. Call the White House.
I donated today to a young lady running as representative in my area because we need a new representative in my area.
Absolutely. What can
Where's
you
your
do?
area?
Pardon?
Where is your area? Like, is it in?
Northern
Texas.
Michigan.
Ooh, I heard that's a very
Yeah, that-
Republican part of the state. So
It
That's
is,
cold.
It is.
That's cold.
Well, it's that too, John.
Yes, I know it is.
It's darn
It was
cold.
warm today.
Damn
It
cold,
got
not
over-
darn, damn
It
cold.
was like 32 degrees today. That's warm.
Oh, a heat wave.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that's a Michigan heat wave.
And they were melting.
We got a little rain today too down in town.
Did you? We got a little
Oh, we
rain
got
here. My
Plenty
driveway's
of
flooded.
rain.
It was squat in
So-
Shelby, North Carolina. We didn't get a
Thing
goddamn
is, we
thing.
need it. We
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah.
So
North Carolina's very humid though.
North Carolina's about screwed up as a football bat, but we won't get any deeper into that. At least right now.
Did anybody
yeah.
watch the reproductive event that President Biden, Kamala Harris, and
Did up in
Jill
Virginia.
Biden and Doug
Are they
Emhoff
going on a
put
tour
on
across
today.
the nation to talk about
Yes.
how committed they are to abortion rights?
It needs
Awesome.
they
Awesome.
need to make that an issue.
It,
Right.
it is an issue. It's an issue in my book, and it's going to stay an issue until November 5th. Women are not
they're
going
doing-
to forget
I
what the
heard they did the whole
Republicans are
right
trying
so.
to
with.
do to us in this country. And anybody who loves a woman ought to be standing right
Everybody that
next
knows
to us,
when.
Yes.
Damn right.
voting blue.
Damn, you should. Damn well. And that's going to be an
I
issue
heard
that
that-
the Democrats can use to beat the Republicans over the head with, and they need to. They need to lead heavy. Biden needs to come out more on the attack side, I think.
He was out there today, John.
He was.
I watched it.
He was.
It was good.
Well, I'm noticing the some of the polls are in. They got 8 minutes, something seconds until the last poll closes. But right now, Trump is ahead 52% to Haley's 46%. 52
Oh, that's
point
pretty
two
damn
to
Considering these are
40
rural
to
counties, it's actually
46.8.
very good for Haley, I think.
That's very good for
I
Haley.
still
But,
think Trump is probably going to eventually pull away with it, but
oh, I
He'll
think
get
he's
the
going to win.
nomination. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like I said, he'll
But,
either
John,
be
you were
on the
right,
ballot, literally or figuratively. He will be on the ballot. You know, and I think he will take the Republican nomination. And
Or he'll do a write-in campaign, one or the other.
yeah.
Like-
Or he'll
like we talked
scream.
about-
He'll scream. The primaries were all rigged. If
The
Haley
only-
wins
the only thing
tonight,
about
he'd say
that,
they
John, is-
cheated.
everything is
As
rigged.
far as I know, none of his supporters know how to fucking write.
No.
Hey, you know what? You know what the D.C. Court of Appeals did today? The
What
whole
did they do?
en banc, all 12 of them. They told Trump, your gag order stands.
There you go.
Victory for my hero, Jack Smith.
Jack Smith.
And what if Trump violates that gag order
There's
for
the
the
big question.
Good,
87th time?
Let him violate the gag order. It will be used against him in every single court of law. Because check it out. He got 91 felony charges against
You'll be
his
adding
ass.
more.
Some of them are going to stick.
I'm sorry, but I have to say this. I hate that son of a bitch.
Oh, I
Join the
with a
club.
passion. I never even thought about sticking my face on a camera before, using my
No,
voice,
it's
standing
not
up and
more
say
than that.
something. I did on a few radio shows, call in, talk to somebody, but no. When Donnie Boy came along, that was the limit, and it did. Somebody earlier talking about what
Well,
it's
you're
what it's
you
asking
hate
costing.
on
him,
camera now.
then-
Let me
then-
tell you.
2-2 for blue. Because check
There you
it out,
go.
you guys. As much as we want to talk about the stupid shit that he does all the damn time, there's more of
He's
us
not done.
than there are of him. And all we have to do is go to the polls come November 6th. And guess
Yeah.
what? He loses again. He has lost in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2022, and he'll lose again in 2024.
Indeed.
Let's make it happen, y'all.
And we're the only ones
Let's
that can.
make it happen.
You're the only one
What
that
two
can.
are you
Your
going
vote.
to do?
So,
Damn right.
and
Maybe
That's what
the-
I want to know.
I see you've been talking to Bonita. She'll fire
I
your
stay
ass
with
up.
Bonita.
Ah,
I stay with Bonita.
there
Thank
you
you,
go.
'cause
She
she
is. She's a
is-
motivator.
She is a
Because that's the question
firecracker,
Bonita will
and
ask you
she
all
does.
the time.
She keeps me fired up.
And she has a
tell you,
listener.
Bernadette, I'm going to tell you, heaven forbid that son of a bitch wins, but if he does, you and I are running in the next election.
You know what? You know what? If we just get out in mass, there ain't no way in hell he could win.
If we
Look,
show up,
50% of the 30% of nothing is still nothing.
Damn
Okay?
Right.
the only people
He don't
that
have
can
the
save
numbers
this
to win.
democracy
If we
is
take
us.
go to the polls, take somebody with you. We will double our numbers in
I'm
2024.
being hypothetical. I'm trying to
And
get close to you.
You know what?
Bernie's fired up
I'm
tonight.
talking serious fucking shit here. If you take one person to go to the polls with you
That
and they
doubles it.
vote blue too, we double our numbers. That's 160 million people across this country that will put Biden in office. That ain't no joke.
And this is
One
just getting
person.
started.
We
This
need
is
a
just
big as
getting
blue
started.
wave as we can handle. It's the biggest blue wave that you could ever fucking imagine times 10. Okay, we need
And
this.
get somebody registered and take them to the polls.
This
to
is
watch
the
these
most
Republicans
important election of
year.
our lifetime. And I don't give a shit how
Every
old you
swing
are.
Republican goes, especially
I wish
Ted
we could just
Cruz.
if they separate the conservatives from what's left of the Republican Party, what I call the maggot party now, it's not the Republican Party. It's been hijacked by the teabaggers, the maggots, all of the deplorables that Hillary talked about. That is what has consumed the Republican Party. And the sad part of it is a Republican leadership has caved into it, has joined
They're
the ranks.
sycophants.
They are.
They're sycophants.
They're
So
scared to
who's
death
behind
of
Trump?
Donnie.
They're behind Trump, right? He's just a figurehead. Okay, Jim Jordan, the Freedom Caucus.
That's
founder,
him.
The
Okay,
Ohio State guy.
How is that guy
Low
still in
H.
office, Ohio? Come on,
the guys
please.
have not shown up for different subpoenas. The guys that have completely bucked any type of investigation against them because they're part of the problem. They were the ones making phone calls on January 6th, talking to Trump while he was sitting in the Oval Office, doing absolutely nothing, allowing this shit to happen. Okay, they're the ones pulling the strings behind it. And the more we call every one of those assholes out, and the more okay, February's flip a friend or flip a family member month. You guys want to figure out some tactics on how to flip your friends? Contact me.
My friend and family list has gotten real short,
Okay.
brother. And it's sad to say, my friends and family list
know
has
it.
gotten extremely
I know
short.
it. I know it.
But
it's-
that's the price. I'm willing to pay that price. I'm willing
It
to pay
is.
that price.
Yeah.
My country is not my family. My country is
And
my
John,
country.
We've talked about this, bro. I love America so much that, you know what? As much as I frickin' despise Donald Trump, I would still jump in front of a bullet if it came down to it, because this is America. And the shit that's going on right now is not American. And this is not America.
I
And
rely
know
heavily in
you
my
believe
brain
it,
that
brother.
those that take the oath that I took realize what that oath means. You do not serve a dictator.
Amen.
You serve a country. You serve a
Absolutely
country.
correct.
And
It basically
it
means
always
you will
bothers
fight
me
for your
anytime we
country.
talk about this subject, because I'm a firm believer in this country that every person has their right. Do we have a lot of veterans that are Trump supporters? Yes, we do. That saddens my heart, really. I won't lie to you. Anytime I see a veteran and they support Trump, I just think to myself, where'd you go wrong, brother? Where did
during
you jump the track
last
at?
election, 2022 election. So it was the. So remember how close we were to Lauren Boebert not being a congresswoman,
Oh, Boebert. Oh, she's
and
in
then
the
all
news for
the
something else. My wife pointed
and all
it
the
out.
overseas votes from the veterans and everyone abroad and fighting, and that eventually pushed her over just enough, which she needed to beat Adam Frisch.
And then there was the hand job. Come on, Adam Frisch is kicking her ass in her own fucking
The hand
department,
job, the vaping
district now,
inside the
and
movie
she wants
theater.
to trade district
Do
now.
you know
Where
who
her
I
mama
am?
needs to go.
She does. She's in it,
There's
but
8
that's
different-
look at some of the people the Republican Party have put up there. Bobart, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Who's this guy down in Texas? I keep forgetting. He's an idiot. Of course, we have a lot of them. Well, that's one. Yeah, that guy.
Abbott.
That guy too. Shit.
Paxton.
Yeah, that guy too. I want to say Louis Gomart. Louis
was it Pat
Gomart.
Fallon?
There's a lot of everybody down here almost, damn near in Texas, but we're trying hard. Not all of it. Not all of it. If you look at the map of Texas,
Congress anymore.
where the people live is blue. Houston is blue. San Antonio's blue. Austin's blue. Corpus is blue. Brownsville is blue. Laredo is blue. El Paso is blue. Dallas, well, can't win them all.
DFW
Dallas is a toss-up.
The Metroplex is,
It's solid blue.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's a lot of land.
Dallas County anyway.
Yeah, but again, we saw a county up in New Hampshire go
Louis
100%
Gohmert isn't
for
in
no.
Congress anymore, by the way.
That's what I kept thinking. He's gone, but there's somebody else. Louis Gohmert is gone. He left. He didn't win his election. No, there's somebody else I keep thinking of in Texas, and I can't think of him right now because that's the way John's Rolodex is nowadays. It's broke.
Was it
And I
Pat
can't-
Fallon or
No,
Cornyn?
no, it's not who I'm thinking about. It'll come to me in a minute. My Rolodex will eventually catch up with me. It does.
Tony
eventually.
Busby, the former mayor of Houston.
What, you got a list?
There's so many of them.
All the assholes in Texas. Shit.
Oh, there's a lot of assholes in Texas.
There are a lot of assholes in Texas. Let me see.
Skip Roy.
Hey, did you see the Supreme
Roy.
Court ruling that came down for Biden
They cut
and
down
the
that.
Yes.
DOJ to
Yes.
cut down that damn razor
Fancy.
wire?
Yes. To get the
Bravo.
razor.
The courts are doing their job, you guys.
Hold on. Don't talk.
Other than upholding their xenophobia.
Listen, just a second. Listen, the courts are doing their jobs. They're cutting
Well,
these people
most of
down
them.
with their nonsense fucking policies that they got going on.
They're not standing up to the test of the law. Indeed,
Well, most of the courts.
court ruled.
There is one
that the-
outlier. And it has jurisdiction over all the other courts, but yeah.
Yeah,
You get the
there's that one. But again, I put the only faith
Amy
I'm
Comey-
putting in the Supreme Court
Amy
right now.
Comey, Barrett, and Roberts came down on the side with the 3 liberal justices
Liberal judges.
to get rid of that fucking razor wire down there in Texas.
Makes my point.
Okay.
The court, although it is a 6-3 court, when it comes to issues concerning Trump, I do not think this court is going to stain itself with trying to uphold a wannabe dictator in this. They're gonna read the law the way they read it, but I don't think this court is going to put their. I don't think they're going to put their reputation on the line for the next 50 years over this asshole.
No, they're not.
And if this asshole gets back in, guess what? We may not have a court anymore. Let me send out a quick
He can
thank you.
shoot him and get away with it, right?
Yes. Anyway, yeah, because who needs a constitution? And Jake Sellers came in with $10 and said, Biden's got it shaking. 2024, baby, great time here. I love this place. You've given us a place to hang together. Jake, that's exactly what this is. This is a family table, and everybody's welcome at it, and I'm glad everybody comes. And Corey Barton came back in with $5 and said, there's a documentary on PBS called American Experience at 9 p.m. Thursday, I think. Check it out if you can. The American Experience at 9 p.m. on Thursday. My wife knows. I'm going to remember that. If you get John in front of the TV to watch anything, usually it's a documentary. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Jane Shanky just came in with a $20 donation. Jane, thank you very much, baby. I appreciate that tremendously.
Absolutely. Can I have a moment?
Go ahead, Joe.
All righty. Happy early anniversary to you. Happy early anniversary to you. Happy early anniversary, dear John. Happy early anniversary to you.
50 years since I was 21. Ain't that some shit?
Ooh.
I don't like the
It's
sound
like yesterday.
71. It just doesn't roll off my tongue as easy as I'd like it to. I'm in
Don't
good.
roll,
I'm doing good. And 50 years since I was 21. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna shove it in their face.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Looking
And
like
I
a million
keep thinking to
bucks.
myself, really, I waited till I was this old to find my voice, to use my voice. I wish I would have discovered this in myself 50 years ago.
And you know
50
what?
years ago.
I hope a lot of people in this country find their voice by pulling that palanca and making this whole country blue.
That's it, baby. I want it blue. If we keep this up, if the word keeps going out, and if he continues to make a jackass out of himself, we're
There's
going to
a lot
lose
of
some
Haley
people to
voters.
vote him. But we're not going to lose enough, I don't think.
There are a
to
lot of
get his
Haley
ass.
voters tonight that said that Trump isn't fit to be president if he gets convicted, that's going to be a really important factor.
I saw one in there that there was over 50% that thought even if he was convicted, he would still make a good president. Even if he's got a
because
conviction.
One, political persecution by the mainstream media.
That's
and
the way they
rogue
would play
Democrat
it.
prosecutors and all that other word salad gibberish.
Right now, we're according to the readout here, Trump is at 52.1%. Haley is at 46.7%. So, I'm sorry,
Pretty
that
close.
just changed. Now he's at 52.3. She's at 56.6. So, a separation of
Wait.
about 3,000 votes.
Hey, John, do you see that Joe Biden is the projected winner?
I see Joe Biden's
With
projected
2%
winner.
of the
78%.
vote?
Who's them other people? I want to slap them. That's what I mean. Everybody has their own right to vote, and that says it all too. Biden's got 79% of the vote. Great, but we still had votes for Dean.
Phillips just came off as an asshole like the entire time.
I don't even know why he's there. Why are you there? Why is Marianne Williamson there? Really?
Marianne is there for the people, for the leftist types.
I am all in for everybody, having their right to put their name out there to run for office. That's the right every individual has had, and bless them for it. But this is not the time to be picking a third party. It's not going to be possible. That old adage of I don't want to say you're wasting your vote, but you're not making your vote work for you. You're putting in that hole of, well, that
There are
happened.
people seriously considering voting for the GSL candidate.
The who?
The Party for Socialism and Liberation. You've never heard of it,
Yeah, never heard of it. Never heard of it, brother. It's right now, as much as a lot of us hate it, it is a two-party system. That's what we have here. And until there's a breakaway, until there's a party that gains enough steam to make an impact, it's going to be a two-person race. So, whatever you want to call it, the lesser of two evils, is that what you want to describe it as?
That's what
but in this case, are you shitting me? The difference there is it should be the handwriting on the wall. Like I always say, Biden gets elected, we got democracy. If Trump gets in, we're going to move to something else. I don't know what that's going to be, but it's not going to be democracy.
I believe a binary choice.
I believe a three-party system will make us weak.
Well, it's gonna pull votes from one or the other, and in this case, any votes that you pull from Joe Biden, that's a vote for Donald Trump. In my book, if you're voting for anybody than Joe Biden, you're wasting your vote. You're throwing it away, and you're giving it to Trump. It cuts down on the margins.
If one vote is flipped, that's one vote away from Biden and one vote for Trump. That's two votes for.
This is what it is. Listen up. This is what it is. We need to have a 75 to 80% majority victory, okay, in order for us to be able to tell MAGA to shut up, okay, because they're wrong. And they don't realize they're wrong. And if we don't have a big enough blue wave to tell them to shut up, okay, then they're just going to keep on doing what they're doing. We need to, if
this
we
is
can,
anywhere near
flip
a
a
close
friend
race.
and bring a friend to vote with us.
There you go.
That's the most important thing we can do is bring one person. And if that person brings one person and we bring one person, okay, double that. You know how it works out? In 17 days, you have 1 million people just from one person doubling what they do. Okay. It's so important to have a big blue wave. Big blue wave.
It's
and
all
wash
in the numbers, baby.
PS out of America, because this is not America. They don't realize what they're doing. They've tainted the American flag. They've made Democrats even afraid to display the American flag. They've made their whole party a joke. The Republican Party, this is the last dying breath of the Republican Party. Let them die.
Out of your mouth.
Let them die.
Yeah. And, I would like to see that until the
gotta,
Republican Party gets its shit together again. I'm not interested in their views. They've capitulated their soul to a demon. And if that's their idea of what America should be, I'm sorry. No, bullshit. Get the hell out of here.
The problem, though, is that they actually believe that same exact thing about us, John.
That's the sad part. Because they've been told that.
They've been told that so many times, over and over.
If you repeat a lie enough, it becomes the truth. Isn't that what they say?
You guys, here's the truth. Here's the truth. In 2022, in 2020 when Biden got elected, there were 7 million more votes than Trump
in the popular vote.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if we can make that 14,
the
if
truth.
we can make 21, we're going to win. Believe you not, we are going to win this fucking election. They're going to scry. He's already screaming and crying about it being rigged. Okay, let him cry. Okay,
It is
If
going to be
not,
rigged. That's what
unless
that's
I
the
win,
mantra it's
it's
going to be.
rigged unless I win it. That is
That's
the
it.
most.
Unless he wins,
and-
everything is rigged.
Yeah.
Joe Biden cheated.
Yeah.
The Democrats stole
Look.
it. It's going to be the same song and dance.
His
Unless-
song, his game plan in 2016 was, unless I win, it's
Yeah.
rigged. He threw that same shit out against Hillary Clinton. He's
Well,
been
we'll see what
saying it
happens.
ever since.
Oh.
Fuck
Because that's
Trump.
that's
If
what
you
he
hear me?
believes. That's
Y'all
what he's
need
trying
to
to sell.
focus. You need to stay focused on what's the mission. The mission is get Biden reelected, because without that, we don't have democracy. And without democracy, you may never vote again. That's the
And,
issue.
And what about the Electoral College? I mean, could not they be bought or rigged to where they
But the thing
bypass
is-
our vote?
I don't want to get
Yes,
into
that's-
like
that's
rigging
the
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 electoral
electoral
college
college.
is
That's what he's going to court
is
for
The
right
determined by
now.
electors
the
violate the votes. I think there's a
January
penalty in each
6th
state.
was all about.
one at a let's
January
one at a time
6th
now.
was about the Electoral College. That's why he's going to court and being brought up on felony charges in D.C. and Florida. It was about the Electoral College and them fuckers trying to change it.
Yep,
That's
the
what
false
the
elector.
Georgia case is about.
Elect-
Trump
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to change electoral votes in the state of Georgia, which would change the electoral count to Trump's benefit.
Favor.
But still, the Electoral College, I don't want anybody to get misled, is still determined by the states, the number of people who vote in the states.
Yep.
It's an
Yes.
antiquated system, in my opinion, but it still works, and I have full faith in
It's a
it.
dumb system, but it's the system.
It works, and but the thing is, it seems like every election, the whole country it turns its eyes to just a few states. There's only a few states
Georgia,
in play, and which
Wisconsin,
way they're going to run.
Pennsylvania, Nevada,
Yep, there's a list,
Texas,
baby.
Ohio,
We know the
28
blue
years.
states
New
and the red
Hampshire.
states; they're pretty solid.
North Carolina.
That's how come we always caveat that 2 for blue. Give $2 to some of these candidates, especially if you are in a blue area. If you're solid in your state, if you don't have any worries and you got a pretty safe election coming up, turn your attention to some of these other people in red states, especially who need the help, we need those voices. It's not just about your congressman; it's about our House of Representatives. It's not about your senator; it's about our Senate. So everybody's vote, it impacts everybody else that way. Look what Texas gave you. We gave you Ted Cruz. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep having to apologize. The most least liked guy in Congress is Ted
We gave
Cruz.
you guys
Nobody
liquid
likes Ted Cruz. Nobody wants to go sit and have lunch with Ted Cruz.
He's one of those weirdo podcaster guys who probably just. I haven't listened to his podcast. I'm
I
not.
don't either. I don't. I stay away from his ass.
He's one of those weirdo podcast guys that just rants about the libs all day. It's kind of his whole shit.
I've never seen a
Yeah,
more
and a third of the
idiot
people that he
represent my
talks to-
state than Ted Cruz.
Yeah. And he represents a third of America, you guys. Everything that he actually spews out of his fat ass gullet, people believe 100%. I'm telling you guys, these guys were trying to convince me
they
that it was
believe
bad
Trump,
to have political
Ted Cruz is
arguments in
easy.
America. That everything
He
we're
doesn't-
doing right
he-
now.
See, you say he represents a third of America. Wrong. The Republican numbers are dropping. The Republicans do not.
It's about the religious thing,
Well,
and it's about this bullshit that these people are ingesting all day long. They're not just ingesting MAGA; they're ingesting all these other assholes like Kenneth Copeland and Ted
And
Cruz.
yet they vote Republican. They
Yes,
vote
because-
Republican.
There are
He doesn't
evangelicalism and
represent the entire
humorism.
the Republican Party's numbers are dropping like dead flies. He represents a portion of what used to be the Republican Party. He may have 100% of that. He may have
But it's still not
100%
what
of
it
like
used to be.
30 or 40%, but he doesn't have the whole entire Republican Party anymore. His
But
numbers are dropping.
The party
That's
itself
what
has
it
shrunk.
means.
the
And I
ideas
always,
behind him. And
I
all those
always
ideas
point.
these people are spewing
Mm.
are believed by everybody, not just
I'm
the
going to say
Republicans.
less.
Okay,
I
this
think
isn't
so.
a Republican Democrat thing. This is a society thing. This is an education problem where people are so dumb they don't realize they're being broadcast to in a way that is manipulating them. Okay,
He
this
has
is
he
typical
has
programming.
actually
Well,
told his cult death cult members that he loves the uneducated members
direct
of
I
his.
quote
love the
from him.
he said
He
that
thought
after the
he
Nevada
thrives
caucus
on
in
it.
2016.
And who do you
His
think
whole
that he was
speeches
fucking
are
talking about?
not geared towards somebody with an intelligent brain. His speeches, his stump speeches out there. He is talking to the people that are so just
Engrossed.
engrossed in him, and nobody but Trump.
Yes.
They're the Trump MAGA cult. They're exactly what we make fun of. You're not going to
think
convince
they're
those
looking
people to vote for
at his-
anybody but Donnie, and Donnie's going to save the world. I feel sad for him.
Even his broadcast news channel is starting to question the shit that he says and the shit that he puts out.
Because,
Fox
that is
News.
why he is not going to debate Joe Biden. He is not going to
I could've
debate Nikki
sworn
Haley. I
he-
doubt it
I
because he
could've sworn
cannot
they made
stand that.
Fox News after that haired blob known as Tucker left them. And, they're calling it Rhino Network and going to Newsmax and OAN and all these other sites that are 10 times worse. Because,
What's going on, Blue Dog?
Hello. Before we bring anybody in, let me send out a quick thank you to Keith Thompson, who came in with a $2 donation and said, the big lie, the election was rigged. That's the lie, and he's going to stick to it, Keith, till his dying days, which I keep waiting for a bolt of lightning, but I'm not having much luck lately. Anyway, John, are you with us?
I am. How are you, buddy?
I am doing fine, and yourself?
I'm doing fine. I was just
Good deal.
watching the news there and saw the breaking news, John.
They called New Hampshire for Trump, didn't they?
Oh, how surprising. They called it for Trump.
Wow. I totally
He's the
didn't see that
projected
coming.
winner. He is
Yep,
the projected winner with 16% of the vote in. Yeah.
Now we have our.
Are we really surprised about
I
this?
mean,
you
hey,
guys?
No,
he lasted
not
longer
a
than
bit.
she did in Iowa.
I am not a bit surprised that he
Our
wins.
mission is clear now.
I think
He'll make a
all,
big thing out of it.
We have the.
I wonder if
de facto
Biden's
nominee.
numbers will go up once the nation realizes that Trump is going to be the nominee.
I think the
Like-
country realizes it. I
Everybody-
think everybody
Let's
realizes
not
I
he's.
mean,
forget.
it'll trigger
Hold on.
Let's
some
not
PTSD from the
forget.
Okay,
pandemic.
hold on.
and-
One person at a time. Okay, and please let's let John finish his comment. John.
Well,
Okay,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
gonna say- oh, it's okay. I was just going to say, we have our mission now. We know that the orange fascist is going to be the nominee for the
Yes.
Republican Party. And we have to get the vote out. We have to have historical turnout like you guys are talking about, because these fascist sons of bitches are going to bitch and whine about a rigged election. And if we don't have the numbers, they're going to do their best to steal it.
Yes, that's
So
the game plan.
we have to have turnout. Just
It
like
has
make
to
a
be
point,
an
John.
over. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I
Trump-
just
Trump won the Iowa caucuses with 100,000 voters voting. out of
Iowa is a very
seven-
evangelical Republican state.
If you
hold on.
cut me off one more time,
Sorry. Just-
Yeah, don't do that. We're trying to get one person at a time here. Give everybody a chance to speak. Go ahead, Bernadette.
my point being, we don't know what the numbers and how many people voted in New Hampshire. From what I understand, well, maybe that was the Iowa numbers. I'm looking at the wrong thing
I'm
right
looking
now.
at somewhere around
Um,
50,000. I'm just throwing math up
Well,
there. A little
man,
over 51, 52,000 people have voted
Tiny
so
little
far.
unknown
That they're
people.
showing.
Yeah, that has been counted so far with
Right.
17% of the votes in.
Right.
But we don't know how many registered voters there were in the whole entire state and how many people came out to vote. His numbers, he can't win the White House with those kind of numbers, not in a general election.
Yeah.
I'm done.
If he's pulling in, and that's what we're talking. We're talking about half of the party. You're looking at right now. It's 53 to 45%. You're right around that 50% mark. That's what we're talking about. You're not going to get the whole Republican Party in on this guy. You're just not. There's some Republicans, conservatives that are going to back away from this shit. I'm hoping. I mean, that's, again, I point to the easy ones like the Lincoln Project. That is all Republicans. They put out.
They're Reaganites.
Yeah.
They're old school.
They are
I'm not a
old,
huge fan of
old
Reagan,
conservatives. No, there's a difference there between what we have now, what they call the Republican Party, the MAGA Party, the maggots of the world, is not the same party that John McCain served in. It's a different party, and they've moved on from John McCain's integrity to Donald Trump's lies. Let me thank Bob K., who came in with a $10 donation and said, "Why is it that at political rallies Republicans are dressed?" I'm sorry, I got to lean in there. Dressed and act like moronic clowns, and Dems are, well, normal for the most part. I guess it does help sort the MAGA idiot. It helps sort out the MAGA idiots out. Yes, it does. You can't fix stupid, but the red hats help identify them. And stick out like a sore thumb. Oh, Lord, it is almost time for the credits. Another show is sliding by. Anyway, before we do that, I want to point out that's my son Travis's work that you're seeing there. The Do 2 for Blue. He redid the whole graphics. He's got some other things working to change the show up and make some changes, make it a little more flashy maybe. And we do have some new material that is going to be coming on. And I just can't wait for the first episode of Left at the Table. And or did I say that right? I did say that right. And
Left at the table?
Left on the table?
Left on the table. It's a new project that we're working on here. You want to explain, Bernadette, or Miss Chicker?
I heard the chat.
Or you just want to leave it in? Leave the suspense going.
Missy Chick, I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Oh, sure. Just throw me under the bus.
Throw you under the bus. Yeah, it's not me, it's her. So,
well,
go ahead.
The Blue Dot family is wonderful, and we get to hear a lot of voices in here. And you can tell by tonight that sometimes we tromp all over each other because we all have something we want to say.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm going to explain what we're talking about here, some guy. And we thought we would try every once in a while to interject something where nobody can talk over it. It's going to be pre-recorded, but we're going to interview different people, and some of them are going to be our Blue Dots. And we're just going to...
Isn't that intriguing?
Play that. We're going to pick some topics sometimes that we want to go a little bit deeper on. Some stuff that gets left on the table when we're done at the end of the night. So, be looking out for that in the near future.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know there was one recorded today.
I've already heard a little bit of taste of it, and I'm intrigued. Awesome. I want to push that.
Well, I think it's a great idea.
I do, because we get in here and we start talking and passions get going, and it's hard. We get sidetracked a lot. We don't stay on one subject as long as sometimes we should. So yeah, this is going to be
right.
That's the beauty of the show, though. That's the beauty of this show.
I think so. I always say it's like sitting around the table, and if we were all sitting around one physical table, it would be the same thing.
What we're trying to do is highlight the issues that get thrown out in conversations like tonight and during the Blue Dot Family Live that are important issues in this upcoming election this year. And we just want to give a little bit more information about those issues uninterrupted. So it'll be conversations with Blue Dots. Sometimes it'll be information about the upcoming primaries that are coming in and what is needed because laws have changed all over the land. What's needed to go and vote in that primary, whether it's voter ID, whatever it takes, whether you can mail in ballots or not, and things like that. So we're just trying to highlight some of the issues and some of the information that needs to be highlighted in this upcoming, very extremely important election year, because it matters.
It matters. And so I'm really looking forward to this
Matters a whole
because
lot.
the conversation does get carried in here, as well it should. But we need to slow down and get the issues on the table and know what we're talking about and be ready for every conversation. So yeah, I'm looking
Yes.
forward to Left on the Table, and this was an idea that was hatched between Bernadette and Miss Chick. It presented to me and Travis, and we both love it. I am really looking
And
forward to hearing
and
you
trust
both.
me, you guys, it's not going to be all the time. It's just this segment that'll get played. It's a pre-recorded thing that's going to happen.
Well,
Listen
Yeah.
if you want
I got a
to,
little
or do
soapbox that I
whatever.
could say a few things about. You know,
Hello, Jorge.
Sure
I'm
you
sorry,
do.
brother. I didn't introduce you in
Demon.
the room when you came in. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I agree. I mean, everybody has their little soapbox, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
What?
if you give everybody a chance to air it, it's like Hyde Park in London. You just get on your soapbox and you air your grievances, you
There
know?
you go. That's what we do.
And everybody's got good reason for this shit. It's not just
We're all
crazy.
in this for
There's good
reasons.
reasons
They might
why
be personal reasons, or they might
we're
be
here.
a group
We
effort.
didn't just all wander in here for no reason.
Oh
We're here
no,
for
you're
a
here.
reason.
You're here to save this country, baby. That's what I like to think. That's what I think,
Well,
really, in my heart. What am I doing? I'm doing my
and
best for an old man who's trying to save our country. I fought for this damn country. It's
and
worth it. Every damn inch of it is worth fighting for. And we're losing it to what? A loser, a liar, a cheat, a womanizer, every damn thing you could say about him.
a bad karma dude. It's a
I'm telling
bad
you.
karma dude, you know?
He has no integrity, and I don't want him in my house. I don't want him in my
Yeah,
house.
I don't
It
want him
cheapens
around my
country.
children.
No,
If you had a daughter, how
I
close
don't want
to
him around
would
my
you let
dog.
your daughter? Yeah. You and Jenny, you know, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
trust
wouldn't
him
put
with
him next to
Jenny.
my donkey. No, and
Motherfucker,
that's a good measure of
you'd
man.
sell Jenny,
If I would trust you
you'd
with my
sell
dog,
Jenny
no,
for
I wouldn't trust him.
$1.29, you
Not
know?
a bit, baby. I love my donkey.
Yeah,
I
I'm in.
love my donkey.
Anyway,
I guess we ought to
love you
wrap it up for
guys.
the
Yeah,
I
I
love you
do.
back. You know we love you back, Jorge.
And
And on that note, by the way,
well,
how's man?
and Dan, Colin Allred, please, folks,
That's the guy.
Colin
I got him.
Allred.
I got to get. I
Yeah.
need a button.
Run,
I'm behind on my
donate
button.
to
I want a Colin
Colin,
Allred
please.
button.
You-
He's the guy
we
running
can't
against Trump.
take down MAGA.
I mean,
we can't take
Cruz.
down MAGA by force,
Sorry.
but we can
We're
poke
not
holes
into-
in it.
we're
If
not
we
in-
get
we're
rid
not
of
into the
Ted Cruz,
pitchforks, buddy.
that would be good.
That would be good, brother.
You
Jorge,
know,
thank you for coming
That
in,
would be
brother.
go to
I
the heart
appreciate it.
of it. We love you,
Indeed.
brother.
We love you back. We need to save Texas from Ted Cruz. Colin Allred
Go
is
to
the
the
guy that's
heart
going to
of
do
it.
that.
Take it out. Take Ted Cruz out.
Indeed.
Hit them hard, right where they're home.
I think
Indeed.
Colin is out. He's taking. He is. So he is out fundraised Cruz by a lot in the past few quarters. If I
I
remember
want a
correctly.
button for him. I don't have a button for him, and it killed me. Travis got a lot on his plate. And I don't
But
want
it's
to
going
push
to
it, but I
take
already
more
told him I
than
want a
just
button
a
for
lot
Colin
to
Allred.
take out Ted.
Well, we got enough. We have enough in in Texas, and we have enough in this country to take out Donnie. We need to put Joe Biden back in the house.
Everybody pitch
Texas
in,
needs to
man.
be saved from people like Ted Cruz. There's situations all across this country where we need your help. And like I just said a little while ago, who you elect impacts me. That it impacts all of us. So for the good of the country, baby, for the good of all of us, pay attention and be involved in this. Jorge, thank you very much for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. Give Nan my best.
All the time, man.
All right, brother.
Yeah, she's headed back. She was up here this weekend, but
We're good.
she back to
Yeah.
town going to work.
Oh, there you go. She can put up with your ass for a little bit longer, I guess.
She's 69 years old. She got to go back to town and get the
Ain't it,
shit together again, right?
It never ends, brother. It
Ain't
never
she
ends.
something?
She is.
Okay, we
Anyway,
love you, man.
We love you too. Take care of her for us. Anyway, Some guy from Texas.
She's got wheat pennies she's saving for
Yes.
you.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hi.
We appreciate you coming in.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for coming in, using your voice in here. What part of Texas are you from? Just curious.
Well, I thought I told you. I was from a suburb in DFW.
Oh, that's right. Up by Dallas-Fort Worth area, which encompasses a lot of little cities around there. If you look at the map, there's a lot of little towns up in there. Some guy from
Yeah.
Texas. Well, we
Great
appreciate you
finds.
coming in. Thank you very much, buddy.
You're
And-
welcome.
All right, there you go.
Anytime.
And John, thank you for coming in, brother.
Yeah.
The voice of
Thank you,
calmness.
John, for having me.
I enjoy your
Oh.
conversation, brother. Take care of yourself there in Kentucky. We're counting on you, brother. Turn as many of as you can blue.
But I
That's a
just
hard-
wanted to.
Remember,
What's
we got a Democratic governor elected in Kentucky for like the second, third straight cycle.
See?
Good
Yeah,
deal.
we do pretty good with the government.
Indeed.
But we've got Mitch McConnell, got
Yeah.
Rand Paul, and James
Still got
Comer,
that.
So I don't know,
Yeah, well,
Um,
I'll make you feel better.
but
We
I
have
just
Ted
wanted to
Cruz.
say this.
So, go ahead.
I just want to say this. Hey, Joe Biden got 81 million votes in 2020, and Donald Trump got 74 million. Roughly, that's the numbers.
Right.
We can lose some votes and still win, but we really, really need to have historical turnout
We do.
so that these
This
cheaters
needs to be a
can't
landslide.
try to. Yes. So
This
get out
needs to
and
be a
vote blue.
definitive.
Do all you
Indeed.
can.
Indeed.
To
It
reelect
needs to
Joe
be a
Biden.
definitive decision. Thank you, John, for coming in. We appreciate it, brother. And
you
here
all.
we got Uncle Fatty.
Have a great.
You probably got some Idaho silver in your hand right there, buddy.
I'm telling you, that gift. Like I said, I don't know what Mark was thinking. Those
That's
are
pretty
some-
cool, buddy.
That
That's
is
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool. There's a
Coolest
stack
gift
of them
I've
from the
heard of in a long time.
1880s and stuff. It's unbelievable. But the best part of it is the intrigue it sparked in my kids in coin collecting. I collected coins for a long time when I got. Anyway, it's a long story of how I had a 1909 SVDB penny, and y'all go look that shit up. And I'm sure it ended up in a penny roll cashed in at the anyway. Yeah, I had one.
You know it did.
Yes, it did.
Well,
yes,
just
it
remember,
did.
all silver coins that were struck before pre-World War I, 2/3 of them were Idaho silver.
Is that right? Well,
That's
I've got
right,
a lot of Idaho silver in my hand
You
down
know
here.
you do.
Thank you, Mark Perkins, for that. I couldn't have asked for a better gift. But
Well,
I-
have a
I've
great
warned
birthday,
people
John.
again.
It's great to be with you guys.
I will. I don't plan on doing a rant tomorrow. My political advisor has said it's going to be no. I don't have to do nothing. I just get to sit around and get pampered.
Give
Yeah,
the old
that's what it's going
pacemaker
to
a
be.
little break, huh?
Yeah, get a little something anyway. I'm looking forward to it. But
All
I
right.
appreciate you coming in, Uncle Patty. Take care of yourself.
You know it.
All right.
Hey, John,
And-
happy birthday.
Well, thank you very
Oh.
much. Thank you very much. I will enjoy it tremendously, I think. If I live through it, I'm happy. There you go. We're going to start kicking 72's ass. I'm going to start working on my 51,
Hey, 50 from
51st
21,
anniversary.
baby.
Anyway, however we get there, we get there. But I'm going to be in this fight the whole way, so count on that. Anyway, Joe.
Yes, sir. Maria says happy anniversary.
Well, tell Maria I appreciate that very much. I assume you're taking well care of her.
I
If
am.
not,
I am. She's on vacation.
Oh, good.
She's on
You're gonna be-
vacation.
You're going to be eating good, aren't you?
Oh
You're
yeah,
gonna-
but
you're gonna be eating
she
good.
says, yeah, she says, scratch my back. I said, just tell me how long.
How long, baby? That's it. That's it, man. I won't lie. Marcia asked me to rub her back. I'm on it. You know,
Yeah. Well, hey, we wouldn't be
I
where we
consider it a
are if we
treat.
didn't. Yeah,
I
we
wouldn't be
where we
here
are.
if it was not for my political advisor. 46 years
Absolutely.
together. We're fixing to come up on 47, so we're trying to hit that 50. Anyway,
There you
Joe,
go.
take care of yourself, and my best to Maria.
I will.
Thank
You
you
have
very
a
much.
good night because I'm
You-
going to go and pamper mama.
There you go. That's our job. That's what we do.
That's
Anyway,
what we
Joe,
do.
Thank you, go. And Mr. Chick,
Yes, John.
do you have anybody you want to call out tonight?
Well, actually, John, I want to call you out.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Well, not just your birthday, but I was going to announce that we had hit the 25,000K mark on our YouTube subscribers,
Yes,
but
we
we
did.
actually, since I
Oh.
looked at it, have gone to 26.
Has it gone to 26? It just went
It's
to
20
25 today.
It's over. Yeah, I know. It's over 26 today
We've got
already.
Damn.
steam.
We're picking up
Yeah.
steam, baby.
We are picking up some steam. And there was, I think, just on your rant today, there was like 90 comments in YouTube on your rant.
I try to
I didn't
stay
get
up on every comment.
I know, and I didn't get through them all because I didn't see them until late. It's like, holy crappers.
Sometimes
was
I'll be
people-
sitting on the couch going through my iPad through all the comments on the YouTube chat in there.
Yeah, I think those
And
rants are high.
They really treat me well in there.
I don't know you.
Very nice. Yeah,
But let's see, I did write some down somewhere.
somebody
Here they are.
shared this shit. shared
Yeah, and some of these people are always sharing this shit. So you might have heard
That's
some
the
of these
ones we
names
love.
before.
The ones that
I
are always
know.
sharing this shit.
Like
Yeah.
Rosemary Phillips from New York, or Nan Rockwood from South Dakota, or Rhonda Mork from Missouri, maybe Larry Bean from North Dakota, or Rick Jennings from New York. They all
Outstanding.
like to share this shit all the
I
time.
love it when they share this shit. This
I do
family is
too.
growing because people share this shit. That's why it's growing. That
Yeah.
and it's y'all's great personality. This ain't
Oh,
just my pretty face, baby. This is y'all. This is this conversation that goes on in this room. That's what's growing this channel. That's why people are tuning in, because this is a free and open discussion here. Sure, we walk on each other every once in a while. Well, damn near all the time. But that's part of what we would be doing if we were sitting around the same table. This is a family, and we treat it like family. So to those people who have been here a long time, we cherish you. For those who just walked in the door yesterday, welcome to the family, baby. This is a loving family, and you'll find out. Hey, come over to the Discord channel and come into the rooms. You'll find everything in there, from food porn to art. It's a fantastic group. Y'all need to check that
Come
out.
to the kitchen table and pull you up a chair.
Pull you up a chair, baby. That's what this room is about. Anyway,
Go to the
Miss
Blue
Chick,
Dot store and get yourself a nice T-shirt. Get
Yeah,
yourself a nice
I'm
button
waiting
up.
on my T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
you
day
are,
I'm going
buddy.
to the damn post office. I mean, my mailbox over there. I'm looking for my Naruto Run shirt.
You don't
It's
have
like-
any clout in there to get that?
None.
None.
I'm just like everybody else. Where's my damn shirt, damn it? I wanted to wear it today, but it didn't come today. Tyler, by the way, and I want to send out a big thank you to Pauline Hall and Lois Barber both. Pauline was the one that sent me the shirt I wore last show. It went with the pew pew, but
Pew, pew.
okay, yeah, that guy with the cat, which my son is wearing right now at the store where he works. He had to wear that shirt today. He wanted to wear it. He just loved it, and I did too. Pauline Hall, a big supporter of the show and a big supporter of my little kitties. And oh, by the way, Pauline Hall, if you're listening, I love your Pibble, and I love her onesies, or his onesies. I don't even know if it's a boy or girl. She's a gorgeous looking dog, and she's been wearing onesies lately, and I'm getting a kick out of it. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you for everything you do, darling,
You're welcome,
And-
John.
and for what y'all are doing in the background right now that will soon come to fruition. I can't wait. It's going to be something. Anyway,
It is.
thank you. It will be. And Bernadette,
Hey, John.
thank you, baby.
26K, man. That's awesome.
Is,
Keeping the
man,
numbers
and
up.
that
Thank
we've
you to
raised
the
up
Blue
from
Dot family.
23,000 to 26,000 in the last few weeks.
I've been watching the
So-
numbers.
We have been picking up quite a bit of steam.
You know, we have a very unique show. We're one of the only shows that I know of that you can actually call in and use your voice.
You can step into the room anytime you like.
Yep.
You can go to
So-
bluedotintexas.com on the internet. There's instructions right there on how to get to and download Discord, which is a free app. It doesn't cost anything. You can make up a name. And oh shit, I touched the wire.
Yep.
You can be anonymous if you want. But your voice is as important as anybody else's. So anybody is welcome to walk into this room and, hold your head down and get ready for the fact.
That makes that makes us kind of unique because not every show on YouTube will allow its followers to call in and participate in the making of the show. So congratulations on them numbers going up, dude.
I love it, baby. And it's from the help
to
of
our
y'all
followers. If you want to come in and use your voice, like he said, go on over to www.abluedot.texas.com/Discord. Click on the link and follow the pathway in. Come and get on. Use your voice.
You'll sound great.
Real,
You'll sound great. You can
time.
call your friend and say, hey, tune in and listen. I'm going to be on there. See?
You guys keep your eye out for the first segment of Left on the Table. It'll be coming up shortly. And we hope that you enjoy it. We just want to highlight people who leave issues on the table and give them a platform in order to discuss it in a little bit more detail. That's what it's all about.
I love it.
Okay?
I love it. We need that. We need that. And I'm looking forward to it. So, Bernadette, again, thank you for everything you do. Thank you to Mark for not only my gift, but the Blue Dot Greeter that is in the room, the people that work behind the scenes in this show to make it all run and be better for all of us. I'm so appreciative of everybody that does this, because anybody that knows or listens knows that guy don't know what the hell he's doing. No, I don't. I wing myself through this every damn show, but I have fun doing it, and I enjoy all the people that we get to meet in here. Anyway, I ramble on. Thank you all to those who donated a la carte tonight. Those names going by, if I hit the button.
John, one more shout out.
Go ahead.
Happy birthday, bruh.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I made it another year. The hell with that
Yes,
dying
you
shit.
did.
I ain't got no
Yes,
that.
you
No,
did.
no. I am starting another year tomorrow, and I'm going to enjoy my day. And I want to thank everybody who wished me happy birthday and everything. I appreciate the sentiment. And, I'm ready to kick ass for another year. Keep this shit going, baby. Anyway, thank you all for being a part of this family, for using your voice when it is most needed. And anyway, James Green, have a good night. Sammy Mercy, thank you. Evelyn Hartman, Don Cheeto. I know it. Don Cheeto's in there. Yeah, if you can get a word in edgewise. That's the way we play it here. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Y'all say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody, and smile tomorrow and give it away to somebody else. We'll see you later.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, señores, señoritas.